Thank you folks, good evening. Welcome to episode 21 of our live concert streaming series from our living room to yours. Hope you're all enjoying yourselves this weekend. In Ireland we call it a bank holiday weekend, so hopefully everyone is enjoying themselves, keeping safe and having fun. And this week we decided to do a themed stream. When you're just a performer, it's not that you're running out of songs and stuff, but you know, week on week we're trying to vary it as much as we can to keep you all entertained. And so we decided to keep it Irish this week, and when we say Irish we mean Irish songs from Irish composers and songs from the Irish song tradition, which you could basically say they could be from other countries, singing tradition, as we sing songs from lots of other countries as well. But anyway, let's keep it simple. And we're doing the next song. I love doing the next song. It's one of my favourite. It's called Galway Shawl, one of the great love songs. Okay. And this one goes out to Angela Russell over there in England and in the UK. Angela, hi to you this evening. Carmel Smith just got a message in before the show. We didn't get a chance to respond. So I hope you were dancing to the first one there. We call it the Little Beggar Man, or the Red-Haired Boy. And today, as it happens, is the 13th anniversary of Tommy Makin's passing. And that particular song was, of course, collected by his mom, Sarah Makin, and popularised by himself in the Clancy Brothers ensemble. And we'll be doing a second Clancy tribute show next weekend. Stop talking, Pat, get on with the show. A rolling ball in the county Galway, one pleasant evening in the month of May, I spied a damsel. She was fair and handsome, her beauty fairly took my breath away. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint in her powder, oh no, none at all. She wore a bonnet with a ribbon on it, and round her shoulder was a Galway shawl. She kept on talking, and we kept on walking, till the father's cottage came into view. She said, "The miser," and beat me father, and played to please him the foggy dew. I played the blackbird and the stag of Bardi, Rodney's glory and the foggy dew. She sang each note like an Irish linnet, till the tears they fell from her eyes of blue. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint in her powder, oh no, none at all. She wore a bonnet with a ribbon on it, and round her shoulder was a Galway shawl. Well, 'twas early, all in the morning, I hit the road for old Donegal. She said goodbye, sir. Then she hugged and kissed me, but my heart remains with the Galway Shawl. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint in her powder, oh no, none at all. She wore a bonnet with a ribbon on it, and round her shoulder was a Galway shawl, and round her shoulder was a Galway shawl. Here we go. It's the first song over with. And just this Thursday past, myself and Kathleen were married 32 years and still going strong. And she's behind the camera tonight, folks. And this particular song was a song I sang for the first time at my wedding in 1988. And it was just a new song out from the great Jimmy McCarthy, and it was written by Jimmy, a Cork man, and a big hit for Mary Black. Kathleen is known as Katie, Kay, Catty, lots of different versions of the Kathleen name. So this is the song I sang at our wedding, one of the songs I sang at our wedding, called Katie. Hope you like it. Tumbling curls of green by stained glass streaming light, the yellow coloured lampshades to keep us up all night, and the smile upon your face, the tears upon your cheek, and that sky on the window, your heart calling out to me. Come running home again, Katie, come running home again. Cross my heart and hope to die, shall I cause another tear from your eye? Bird that won't talk, nightgown on the door, the old pedal singer just won't sing no more. You can roll the reels for hours, the movie of this book. It's a question mark on this heart of mine, sends an elder back to look. I'm running home again, Katie, I'm running home again. Cross my heart and hope to die, shall I cause another tear from your eye, Katie? Looking through a tunnel back into the room, a genius of a druid, the sunlight floods the tomb, and I'm never going back there. I couldn't anyway, as though I made a great escape, I never got away. Cross my heart and hope to die, shall I cause another folks. I know Patty Kennedy over in Massachusetts loves that song as well, so send that out to you, Patty, as well. Hope you're having a good time and summer holidays from school and work over there in beautiful Long Pond in East Freetown and South Massachusetts. I'd love to be there. We were often open the boat with Pat and Tommy and his and his family. Missing it for sure. Anyway, we're still alive and kicking and doing good. The next song is for my friend Neil O'Reilly down there in Inishannon, who happens to be Carol Smith's brother, or little brother. And this one's written by Bobby Sands, who was a hunger striker, one part of the hunger striker movement back in the 1980s during the Thatcher era, and he died in May 1981. But he was a great songwriter as well, writing songs like Back Home in Derry and the next one. But for folks, if you're not Irish, you've got to listen carefully to the lyrics of the next one. It's about a guy from Northern Ireland who made Poteen, Mountain Dew, moonshine. His name is McIlhatton, and I love the lyrics of this one, and send it out to Neil. Neil and John, we met today for a little bit, social distancing down in West Cork, and the day stayed fine, and we had a picnic outdoors. So hi to Neil and John. In Rotherslin there lives a man with some called a god. He would cure your shakes and a bottle of his stuff would cost you 30 bob. Come winter, summer, frost all over, the jigging, spring and the breeze. In the dead of the night a man steps by McIlhatton, if you please. McIlhatton, you dirt, we need you, by a million shaking men. Where are you, sacks of barley? Will the lights be seen again? Here's a jig to the man and a wheat to the drop and a swing to the dirty loves. With his fiddle clear and pushing you, your company up above. There's a wisp of smoke to the south of the din, the butching is in the air. Birds are in the burrows, there's rabbits in the sky, the drunkards everywhere. At the Skerries Rock, the fox is out, the gotties chasing the hounds. And the only thing in decent shape is buried beneath the ground. McIlhatton, you blurt, we need you, by a million shaking men. Where are you, sacks of barley? Will the lights be seen again? Here's a jig to the man and a wheat and a drop and a swing to the girly loves. With his fiddle pure and pushy cue, your company up above. Up. McIlhatton's house, the fairies are out and dancing on the hops. The goats collapsed and the dogs run away, the salmon down the box. He has a million gallons of wash and the peelers are on the glen. But they never catch the hackler, cause he's not coming back again. McIlhatton, you dirt, we need you, by a million shaking men. Where are your sacks of barley? Will your lights be seen again? Here's a jig to the man and a wheat to the drop and a swing to the girly loves. With his fiddle pure and punchy cure, your company up above. McIlhatton, you dirt, we need you, by a million shaking men. Where are your sacks of barley? Will the lights be seen again? Here's a jig to the man and a wheat to the drop and a swing to the girly loves. With his fiddle pure and punchy cure, your company up above. Up. One camel. Lift those legs. better stop now. Boop. What a song. What a great song from the pen of Bobby Sands. Next one is a song requested by Kate Crouch from North Carolina. Hi Kay, hi Pat. All the folks out there in North Carolina. And Kay and Pat have been coming to Ireland for 30 years or something like that. And usually spend most of their time down around the Cove area with their friends. And we get to see them every year for the last several years. And next song is a beautiful old love song called Carrickfergus, and it's kind of a sad love song because this guy's coming towards the end of his life. He wants to see his loved one once more before he passes away, and it's a very old song before the advent of air travel or motor cars, and he needs to find himself a handsome boatman to take him to his sweetheart in Carrickfergus. One of my favourite songs. I sing it two different ways, but I tend to end up singing it mostly in the style of Jim McCann. Just loved his version as well. I wish I was in Carrickfergus, only for night, in Ballygran. I would swim deepest ocean, the deepest ocean, my love to find. But the sea is wide, and I cannot swim and neither have I the wings to fly. I wish I could meet a handsome boatman to ferry me but in Kilkenny it is reported on marble stones there as black as ink with gold and silver. I would support her, but I'll sing no more now till I get a drink. I'm drunk today, and I'm seldom sober. A handsome rover from town to town. Ah, but I'm sick now. My days are numbered. Come all you young men, and lay me down. There's plenty of renditions with more verses, but I think those two tell the story in its entirety, and it's a sad, beautiful love song, and an old love song at that. And especially, as I said, for Kate Crouch, and we miss our friends in North Carolina for sure. And Kate was responsible for the naming of the great famous festival, Americana, roots and country, bluegrass, everything. It's called Merfest over there in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. And our friends the Kruger brothers, of course, live just up the road, and they're going to be on later on, doing the second show of this week. And great guys to tune into, Joel, Huey, and Jens and Jody, and just a fantastic production for something that's, not saying it's amateur or it's it's just very well produced. The sound, the vision, everything, it's fantastic. I'm looking forward to it later on. Anyway, next one is for Declan O'Connell, and this one is from the great travelling musician Pecker Dunn's pen, and grown to know his son Stephen Dunn, and so hello to Stephen back there in Listowel, County Kerry. And this is one of the songs the Pecker was famous for writing, and I normally sing it in guitar, but I'm going to give it a go on the banjo this evening, as Pecker himself was a very reputed player of the five-string banjo. Was the 5-string tuning and a 5-string scale length with the 5th string removed, playing with a timbo instead of a plectrum or a pick. Sullivans John, to the road you've gone, far away from your native home. You've gone with the tinker's daughter, all along the road to Rome. Sullivans John, you won't stick it long, till your belly will soon get slack. You'll be going the road with a mighty load, and your toolbox in your bag. I met Katie Coffey, she'd a nice baby behind on her back strapped on. She'd an old ash plant all in her hand for to drive the donkey on, inquiring at every farmer's house as along the road she passed, saying, where would I get an old pot to mend, and where would I swap an ass? Well, there's a hairy ass fair in the county Clare, in a place they call Spansel Hill, where my brother James got the rap of a Heinz, and poor Paddy they tried to kill. They loaded him up in an old assen cart, as big Katie and Mary looked on. That's us to the day when I went away to join with the tinker clan. Sullivans John, to the road you've gone, far away from your native home. You've gone with the tinker's daughter, all along the road to Rome. Sullivans John, you won't stick it long, till your belly will soon get slack. You'll be going the road with a mighty load, and your toolbox on your back. You'll be going the road with a mighty load, and your toolbox on your back. especially for Declan O'Connell, from the pen of the great Kelleher Don. It's nice and warm over here at the moment, and it's bank holiday weekend, and hope you're all, as I say, enjoying yourselves. One of the songs I love singing, and it has made me several friends for sure, there's a song called The Voyage, and I just love singing. I love the sentiments in this song, and I have lots of stories, too numerous to tell. But we dedicate this evening to Pamela and Dave on their first anniversary. So that's Pamela and Dave. Hope you're all keeping good. And Dave's brother is getting married this weekend. Kathleen, am I right in saying that? Or?
Yeah, I think yes.
But this one's written by Johnny Doohan, and Johnny, great singer-songwriter, originally from Limerick and lives in Galway these days. And Johnny's song came to our ears initially by the voice of Christy Moore in The Shape of the Voyage, where Johnny's comparing the voyage of a ship, this is my interpretation, to the voyage through a relationship, and basically advising you, take the rough with the smooth, ride the storms, and hopefully reach your destination of true love and contentment. Especially for you, Pam and Dave, hope you're having a good weekend. I'm a sailor, you're my first mate. We signed on together, we coupled our fate. Hauled up our anchor, determined not to fail. For the heart's treasure, together set sail. Maps to guide us, we steered our own course. Rode out the storms when the winds were gale force. We sat out the doldrums in patience and hope. Was working together, we learned how to cope. Life is an ocean, love is a boat in troubled waters, it keeps us afloat. When we started the voyage, there was just me and you. So now gathered round us, we have together we run this relationship, built it with care for to last the whole trip. To destinations not marked on any charts, 'cause we're navigating to the shores of the heart. Life is an ocean, and love is a boat in troubled waters, it keeps us afloat. When we started a voyage, there was just me and you. So now gathered round us, we have life is an ocean, love is a boat in troubled waters, it keeps us afloat. When we started a voyage, it was just me and you. So now gathered round us, we have our own. Round us, we have especially for you, Pam and Dave. I hope you enjoyed that one. And do a next one for Alan Jones over there in UK. And Alan kind of picked this song out of a lucky bag. He never heard the song before, but he thought it sounded interesting. And so it is. And again, this one was brought to our ears by Christy Moore. And it's called My Little Honda 50. And Honda 50, if you're not familiar with it in other parts of the world, Ireland you will be if you're as old as I am. It was a 50cc kind of scooter motorbike that was very popular in the 60s, 70s and 80s. And very economical, of course, 50cc engine. But this one was a special one. It had a lot more power and speed, apparently. But rocket fuel, I suppose, might have been involved. It's a funny song. And again, if you're not from Ireland, you might have to listen doubly carefully here to try and catch the lyrics of this one. So the Honda 50 is like a scooter, really. It's like a motorbike scooter. Just 50cc, a small automatic. It had gears but no clutch, that kind of thing. You just kicked from one gear to the next. Alan Jones, this is especially for you. My little Honda 50, she's a rapid and she's a nifty. She'll do 150 on a windy day. Oh, my little Honda 50, hit the nitro and she'll shift me. She'll get you away from the squad car any day. Bought her in the buy and sell back in 92. A travelling man in a caravan. He was looking for 100, I gave him 32. I took her for a spin on the Kinnegad Road, the God she feckin' flew. Oh, my little Honda 50, she's a rapid and she's nifty. She'll do 150 on a windy day. My little Honda 50, hit the nitro and she'll shift me. She'll get me away from the squad car any day. Drove her into Newbridge, looking for a couple of parts. Alloy wheels and a sat-nav and a new push-button start. Headed down to Robertstown for a bingo and a beer. Coming down the hill of Allen, she hit the ton in second gear. Oh, my little Honda 50, she's a rapid and she's nifty. She'll do 150 on a windy day. My little Honda 50, hit the nitro and she'll shift me. She'll get me away from the squad car any day. And slow, the squad pulled in behind me. Sergeant Kelly, don't you know? And I hit the nitro hard. By the time the squad hit Bucket's Cross, I had a parked in Brady's yard. Oh, my little Honda 50, she's rapid and she's nifty. She'll do 150 on a windy day. My little Honda 50, hit the nitro and she'll shift me. She'll get me away from the squad car any day. My little Honda 50, she's rapid and she's nifty. She'll do 150 on a windy day. My little Honda 50, the nitro and she'll shift me. She'll get me away from the squad car any day. you, folks. I'm going to do a song from Cork, great Cork singer-songwriter, John Spillane. He writes all different kinds of songs and a very talented singer-songwriter and a funny guy in the best way possible. And I love his concerts. John Spillane, look him up. And this is one of the first songs I heard John singing with a group called Nomus way back. And I normally do it again with a guitar. I'm going to try it on the banjo this evening. I send this one out to Christy Milan out there in Kanturk. And it's called All the Ways You Wander. I think he wrote this one about his daughter. And all the ways you wander, all the ways you roam. All the ways you wander, all the ways you roam, all across great ocean, all across the foam, to the faraway houses, to the sunset's on fire, searching for the island of your heart's desire, where the sun is always shining, oranges grow on the trees, you only have to wait 2 seconds for everything you please, in the garden of daisies, in the circle of light, searching for the island of your heart's delight. I'll wait for you like a true friend. I'll wait for you till the very end. And if you take the long way home, down where the magicians and the dreamers roam, through the mountains of morning, through the valleys of night, searching for the island of your heart's delight. I'll wait for you like a true friend. I'll wait for you till the very end. All the ways you wander, all the ways you roam, all across great oceans, all across the foam, to the faraway houses, the sunset's on fire, searching for the island of your heart's desire, searching for the island of your heart's desire. Especially for Christy out there in Kanturk. And that was another song written by Corkman. Okay, I'm going to send one out to our Dutch friends. My child, I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong all the time, please forgive me. and Edwin and Waylon. And there was a memory cropped up on my Facebook page a couple of days ago of Waylon singing with me back in Foley's and Kinmare. So hi to Foley's out there if you're on air. I hope everyone is having a good weekend in Kinmare, one of the great towns of our country. And to my son Ricky and my daughter Lorna and all the staff and the Foley family, of course. And this one is a big hit for the Dubliners back in 1967, and they actually appeared on Top of the Pops. And the song was banned in Ireland, and with its content being suggestive. As I went home on a Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw a horse outside the door, where my old horse should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns that horse outside the door, where my old horse should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, till you cannot see. That's a lovely sound that me mother said to me. This many day I've travelled 100 miles or more, with a saddle on a sow, sure I never saw before. And as I went home on a Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a coat upon the door, where my old coat should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns that coat upon the door, where my old coat should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, till you cannot see. That's a woolen blanket that me mother sent to me. This many day I travelled 100 miles or more, with buttons in a blanket sure I never saw before. And as I went home on a Wednesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a pipe upon the chair, where my old pipe should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns that pipe upon the chair, where my old pipe should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, till you cannot see. That's a lovely tin whistle that me mother said to me. This many day I travelled 100 miles or more, with tobacco and a tin whistle sure I never saw before. And as I went home on a Thursday night, as drunk could be, I saw two boots beneath the bed, where my old boots should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns them boots beneath the bed, where my old boots should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, till you cannot see. They're two lovely geranium pots me mother sent to me. This many day I travelled 100 miles or more, with laces and geranium pots I never saw before. And as I went home on a Friday night, as drunk could be, I saw a head inside the bed, where my old head should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns that head with you in the bed, where my old head should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, till you cannot see. That's a baby boy that my mother sent to me. This many day I travelled 100 miles or more, with a baby boy with his whiskers on I never saw before. Da 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 da, diddly idly do, diddly do dum. Take heed, folks, there's a moral to that funny song. Don't be drinking too much. Your wife could be at home, lonely and alone. Okay. It's pretty warm in here this evening, Kathleen, isn't it?
Absolutely.
As you say, it's a bit sticky.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of the key, this one. This one especially for Kate Crouch again. And this one, when I go to Cove and stand on the quayside, I just think of all the thousands of people that have travelled from Cove to the different parts of the world, especially to America and Canada, to seek a new life. And this next song is about the First Lady to cross the threshold was an Irish lady, 15 years of age, crossed the threshold in Ellis Island, New York. And it's a beautiful song written by Brendan Graham, dedicated to Pat and Kate Crouch. On the first day of January 1892, they opened Ellis Island and let the people through. The first to cross the threshold to the land of hope and dreams was Annie Moore from Ireland, who was only 15 years. Isle of hope, Isle of tears, Isle of freedom, Isle of fears, but it's not the isle she left behind. Isle of hunger, Isle of shame, Isle we never see again, but the Isle of home is always on your mind. In a little bag she carried all her past and history, her dreams for the future in the land of liberty. Courage is your passport when your old world disappears, but there's no future in the past when you're only 15 years. Isle of hope, Isle of tears, Isle of freedom, Isle of fears, but it's not the isle you left behind. Isle of hunger, Isle of pain, Isle you never see again, but the Isle of home is always on your mind. When they closed down Ellis Island in 1943, 17 million people had come there for sanctuary. In the springtime when I came here and I stepped into its pier, I thought of how it must have been when you're only 15 years. Was Isle of hope, Isle of tears, Isle of freedom, Isle of fears, but it's not the isle you left behind. Isle of hunger, Isle of pain, Isle you never see again, but the Isle of home is always on your mind. Isle of hope, Isle of tears, Isle of freedom, Isle of fears, but it's not the isle you left behind. But Isle of hunger, Isle of pain, Isle you'll never see again, but the Isle of home is always on your mind. But the Isle of home is always on your mind. Thank you, Kay, for asking for that one. As I mentioned, we put a list on about 98 songs, and you picked a list from the list the songs you like. We hope to do another show of Irish songs in about 2 weeks' time, roughly. Next week, just to remind you folks, we're going to do a second show of the Clancy Brothers and Tommy Macon. We'll try and try not to repeat many of the songs from the previous one, if we can, maybe a couple. And I'll put a list on during the week of the ones we haven't covered, and you can pick them as your at your discretion, folks. The next one is another Cork song. It's called Salonika, and it's all about some Cork guys who went out to fight in Salonika in Greece at the beginning of the century, the 20th century, and they were the soldiers, of course, who went out and fought, but the guys who stayed at home were known as the slackers, the guys who did nothing at home, or we thought they did nothing, but soldiers went to do their duty abroad and came back and found they had a few more children to their credit by some mysterious miracle, I suppose. And it didn't take them long to find out that the slackers weren't that lazy after all. They were at least doing something. Their wives mainly. And I send this one out to Thady and Mary O'Shea on their 35th wedding anniversary this weekend. As I said, Kathleen and mine was just a couple of days ago, 32nd. So happy anniversary to Thady and Mary O'Shea, good friends of ours, and goes out from their daughters and the family. And hope you had a great weekend so far, and you're going to continue to enjoy the weekend. And this one's called Salonika. I hope you like it. Oh, me husband's in Salonika, and I wonder if he's dead. I wonder if he knows he has a kid with a foxy head. So right away, so right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. And when the war is over, what will the slackers do? They'll be hanging around the soldiers for a load of a bum or two. So right away, so right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. And when the war is over, what will the soldiers do? They'll be walking around with a leg and a half, the slackers they'll have two. Right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. Oh, they taxed a pound of butter, and they taxed a halfpenny bun, but still with all their taxes they can't beat that bloody Hun. So right away, so right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. Oh, they taxed the Colosseum, they tax St. Mary's Hall. Why don't they tax the bobbies with their backs against the wall? So right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. When the war is over, what will the slackers do? For every kid in America, in Cork there will be two. So right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. Here's the explanation. Oh, they takes us out to Blarney and they lays us on the grass. They puts us in the family way and leaves us on our ass. So right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. But don't ever marry a soldier, a sailor or a marine, but keep your eye on the Sinn Féin boy with his yellow, white and green. So right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. So right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. Especially for Thady and Mary, happy anniversary to you both. I hope you enjoyed that song. Thank you so much. Okay, the next one is goes out to Joan O'Reilly. That's Neil's wife, Joan, and we must have mentioned Carmel again. Carmel's sister-in-law, Joan, and
her friend Mary is with her tonight.
Hi, Mary. You're Carmel's friend. We're Carmel's friends, so we're all friends. And this song I wrote. I think I wrote it over and started writing it over in Rugby, in UK. Did I?
You did with Sheila and Sam.
Sheila and Sam. So hi, Sheila and Sam. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying the weather. And this one was called The Last Island Man. I came in from a gig one night and I saw this little documentary on television about a man that left the Great Blasket Island off the Kerry coast, the Donegal coast, and made his way to Dublin. He was a native Irish speaker. His father advised him to get off the island because there was nothing left. And he was a native Irish speaker. He learned to speak in English in Dublin. Then he married his sweetheart and they moved to America, to Springfield, Massachusetts area. And it's called The Last Island Man, and that was the name of the little YouTube clip, and you can find it at your leisure, and it explains the story behind the song. He was born in 1920, a mile out from the shore, on the Great Blasket Island. He was Irish to the core, fluent in his native tongue, but no future for him there. His father gave him 5 shillings when he was 16 fair. He's the last island man, and his heart it lives there yet. Thoughts that linger in his mind, a place he never will forget. He left his native island for Dublin city bound, where he met his Maureen at a dance, his future wife he'd found. He learned to speak in English there, for 11 years did stay. When he and Maureen sailed away to far America. He's the last island man, and his heart it lives there yet. Thoughts that linger in his mind, a place he never will forget. They were married 2 years later and raised 4 children well, working hard in different jobs in Springfield chose to dwell. Over 90 years have passed, and his heart now it still lies in the island that he wants to see once more before he dies. He's the last island man, and his heart it lives there yet. Thoughts that linger in his mind, a place he never will forget. He makes that journey home once more at the age of 92, to recall all those memories and the people that he knew. His name is McIlhatton, and from where his life began, he left us his great story. He's the last island man. He's the last island man, and his heart it lives there yet. Thoughts that linger in his mind, a place he never will forget. He's the last island man, and his heart it lives there yet. Thoughts that linger in his mind, a place he never will forget. folks. Thank you for asking for that, Joan. Send greetings out to my daughter Emma and her partner Kevin as well. So hope you're all doing good this weekend. Probably see you tomorrow, Emma, at some stage. And all our love goes to you and Kevin. And we're going to sing another Cork song, this time from my cousin Bernie O'Grady. And this one is, I sang it a few weeks ago as well, maybe last week even. And about Thady Quill, about a guy from the North Cork area who was immortalised in this song, and he was praised beyond redemption, as the man says. And it's called About Thady Quill. And Tommy Macon brought this, of course, to the stages of America and beyond. And again, we remember Tommy's 13th anniversary today of his passing. In Bays of Duhallow, we're anxious for courting. A word of advice I will give him to you. Proceed to Bantir, to the athletic sports field, and hand in your names to the club committee. Do not commence any sketch of your programme till the carriage you see coming over the hill, down through the valleys and bends of Kilcorny, with her own darling sportsman, the Bould Quill. For rambling, for roving, for football and sporting, for drinking black porter as fast as you fill. In all your days roving, you'll find them so jovial as the Muskerry sportsman, the Bould Quill. Hurling match between Cork and Tipperary was played in the park by the banks of the Lee. Our own darling boys were afraid of being beaten. They sent for Bould Thady to Ballinree. Well, he hurled the ball right and left in their faces, showed the Tipperary boys action and skill. If they came in his way, he swore he would brain them, and the papers were full of the praise for Thady Quill. For rambling, for roving, for football and sporting, for drinking black porter as fast as you'd fill. In all your days roving, you'll find none so jovial as the Muskerry sportsman, the Bould Thady Quill. Exhibition there was a fair lady whose fortune exceeded $1,000,000 or more, but a bad constitution had ruined her completely, and medical treatment had failed o'er and o'er. "You're a mama," says she, "I know what will ease me and cure this disease which is threatening to kill. Give over your doctors and medical treatment. I'd rather a tear of the Bould Thady Quill. For rambling, for roving, for football and sporting, for drinking black porter as fast as you'd fill. In all your days roving, you'll find none so jovial as the Muskerry sportsman, the Bould Thady Quill." One more time. Drinking black porter as fast as you'd fill. In all your days roving, you'll find none so jovial as the Muskerry sportsman, the Bould Thady Quill. The Muskerry sportsman, the Bould Thady Quill. Especially for Bernie and all the family up there in Limerick. And okay, next song is for Nori Frank in Philadelphia. Requested the next song, and as a matter of fact, in the list of songs this week, there's 3 songs written by Phil Coulter requested, and that's by no coincidence, I would think, because he's one of our premier composers of our time. And Phil came from the city of Derry in Northern Ireland, and this is probably the first song he was, or one of the first songs, including, I suppose, Coronata Simplicity, that he was renowned for writing, and it's an anti-war song. He had left Derry in the early 60s, returned in the late 60s, early 70s, and his native city had turned into a battlefield. The Northern Irish troubles had started, and he wrote a song called "The Town I Loved So Well," and it's especially, as I say, from Norrie Frank in Philadelphia. Thank you for asking for this wonderful song. Hope we can do it justice. It's one of my favourite songs of all time, really. In my memory, I will always see the town that I have loved so well, where our school played ball by the gas yard wall. We laughed through the smoke and the smell, going home in the rain, running up the dark lane, past the jail and down behind the fountain. Those were happy days in so many, many ways, in the town I loved so well. In the early morning, the shirt factory horn called women from Cregan, the moor and the bogs, while the men on the door played a mother's role, fed the children and then walked the dog. But when times got tough, there was just about enough, but they saw it through without complaining, for deep inside was a burning pride for the town I loved so well. There was music there in the dairy air, like a language that we all could understand. I remember the day that I earned my first pay, when I played in a small pickup band. There I spent my youth, and to tell you the truth, I was sad to leave it all behind me, for I'd learned about life, and I'd found a wife in the town I loved so well. But when I returned, how my eyes have burned to see how a town could be brought to its knees by the armoured cars and the bombed out bars, and the gas that hangs on to every breeze. Now the army's installed by the Lord's gas yard wall, and the damned barbed wire gets higher and higher, with their tanks and their guns. Oh my God, what have they done to the town I love so well? music's gone, they carry on, for their spirit's been bruised, never broken. They will not forget, but their hearts are set on tomorrow and peace once again. For what's done is done, and what's won is won, and what's lost is lost and gone forever. I can only pray for a bright, brand new day in the town I love so well. Thanks, folks. A big hello to all our neighbours here in Gypsy as well and surrounding areas. Thanks to Martina and Donald down there, and to Kevin and Helen, and all our neighbours and friends and relations around the Gypsy area. We're delighted to be living in this part of Ireland. It's convenient. We're still out in the country and we've got some freedom to do walking and all kind of recreation during this pandemic. And hope you're all doing well out there, folks, and keeping safe and keeping well. And the next one is for Paul Waters, and it's a song, another song written by Phil Coulter. And it's a sad song in a way, and I hope at some week I'm going to do a full program of sea songs. You can let us know what you think of that idea. I recorded an entire album of sea songs back in 2004, I think, Kathleen. Yeah, 2004. And just in case I'm not the best at promoting my stuff, I got CDs for sale. If you want to see any of the CDs, we can bring them on next week and show you the CDs. But they're on my website, which is www.longneckmusic.com. Long neck banjo here is where the long neck music came from. So that's www.longneckmusic.com, and my CDs are for sale there. And the next song is not on any of the CDs, but it's a sea song about a guy who, as you know, Ireland is an island surrounded by the sea, and the Atlantic can be the most aggressive ocean in the world, and a lot of fishermen and sailors going out there into the ocean, and it can become very violent at times, and people get lost at sea. And this is about a guy who ends up travelling the roads as a tramp, telling the story about his friends who were lost at sea. And he vows he'll never sail the sea again, and his name was Donegal Danny. I remember the night he came in on the wintry cold and the down, a giant of a man in an oilskin coat, and a bundle that told he was a tramp. He stood at the bar and called a pint, then he turned and gazed at the fire. On a night like this, to be safe and dry is my one and only desire. So here's to those that are dead and gone, to the friends that I love dear. Here's to you, and I'll bid you adieu. Sing Donegal Danny's been here, me boys. Donegal Danny's been here. On fateful nights in the wind and the rain, we set sail from Carrickfergus town. There was 5 of us from sweet Donegal, and 1 from County Down. We were fishermen never counted the cost. But I never thought ere that night was done, my fine friends would all be lost. So here's to those that are dead and gone, to the friends that I love dear. Here's to you, and I'll bid you adieu. Sing Donegal Danny's been here, me boys. Donegal Danny's been here. The storm it broke and drove the boat to the rocks about 10 miles from shore. As we fought the tide, we all hoped inside to see our homes once more. She struck a rock and hove the bow, and all of us knew that she'd go down. So we jumped right into the icy sea and prayed to God we wouldn't drown. By St. John's Point in the early morn, I dragged myself on the shore, and I cursed the sea for what she had done, and I vowed I'd sail her nevermore. So here's to those that are dead and gone, to the friends that I love dear. Here's to you, and I'll bid you adieu. Sing Donegal Danny's been here, me boys. Donegal Danny's been here. Ever since that night I've been on the road, travelling and trying to forget that awful night I lost all my friends. I see their faces yet, and often at night when the sea is high and the rain is tearing at my skin, I hear the cries of drowning men floating over on the wind. Here's to those that are dead and gone, to the friends that I love dear. Here's to you, and I'll bid you adieu. Sing Donegal Danny's been here, me boys. Donegal Danny's been here. So here's to those that are dead and gone, to the friends that I love dear. Here's to you, and I'll bid you adieu. Sing Donegal Danny's been here, me boys. Donegal Danny's been here. Especially for Paul Waters. Hi Paul, hope you enjoyed that one. And I also mentioned Vicky Hope, and when she doesn't get around to watching the live stream, she said she plays the CDs, and thank you for that very much, Vicky. Okay, I was Donegal Danny, and next one is the third Phil Coulter song in a row, and this one is a song he wrote when he was producing the Fury Brothers and Davy Arthur, and it's called My Own Man. And for any of you who has lost a father, including myself, fathers are special people, as are mothers. And this one goes out to Barry Andrews down there in Bantry, in West Cork. And Barry has been a supporter of my music and music in general for many, many years, and a great friend of the family. And we dedicate this one to Barry and all the family and extended family, grandchildren. And it's called My Own Man, and I love this song myself, and it touches a nerve for sure. Tears have all been shed now, we said our last goodbye. His soul's been blessed he's laid to rest, and as now I feel alone, he was more than just a father, a teacher, my best friend, but he'd still be heard in the tunes we shared when we played them on our own. Oh, I never will forget him, for he made me what I am. Though he may be gone, memories linger on, and I miss him, my old man. As a boy, he'd take me walking by mountain, field and stream. He'd show me things not known to kings, and secrets between him and me, like the colours of the pheasant as she rises in the dawn, how to fish and make a wish beside the holy tree. Oh, I never will forget him, for he made me what I am. Though he may be gone, memories linger on, and I miss him, my old man. I thought he'd live forever, he seemed so big and strong, but the minutes fly and the years roll by for a father and a son. Suddenly, when it happened, there was so much left unsaid, no second chance to tell him thanks for everything he's done. Oh, I never will forget him, for he made me what I am. Though he may be gone, memories linger on, and I miss him, my old man. Oh, I never will forget him, for he made me what I am. Though he may be gone, memories linger on, and I miss him, my old man. Especially for Barry Andrews. Thanks, Barry, for asking for that song. And I hope you're enjoying the show this evening. And the next one goes out to Virginia Tiger over there in San Francisco, and a big fan of the Saw Doctors. She knows quite well I've only got one Saw Doctors song in my current repertoire, and their band I didn't really follow, and maybe I should. So greetings to you, Virginia, and Conrad, of course, who was the person that put myself and Virginia in contact indirectly, and I hope you're enjoying it. Conrad as well. I have fallen for another, she can make her own maple, and even if she asked me now, I'd let her go alone. Well, I used to see her up the chapel when she went to Sunday Mass. When she'd go up to receive, I'd kneel down there and watch her pass. Glory of her ass. I still love her, I used to love her once. Long, long time ago, I used to love her. I used to love her once. Long, long time ago, it's gone. All my loving is gone. Oh, it's gone. All my loving is gone. You remember her collecting for concern on Christmas Eve. She was on a 48-hour fast, just water and black tea. I walked straight up and made an ostentatious contribution. And I went to her to tell her I'd seduce her in the future, but she's been a loser. I used to love her, I used to love her once, long, long time ago. I used to love her, I used to love her once, long, long time ago. It's gone, all my loving is gone. Ooh, it's gone, all my loving is gone, all my loving is gone, long, long gone. All my loving is gone, long, long gone. So now you know the truth of it, she's no longer my obsession. Thoughts and dreams I've had of her would take 6 months in confession. I met this young one Thursday night, she's into free expression, and her mission is to rid the world of this simple repression. Then we had a session. I used to love her, I used to love her once, long, long time ago. I used to love her, I used to love her once, long, long time ago. It's gone, all my loving is gone. Oh, it's gone, all my loving is gone, all my loving is gone, long, long gone. All my loving is gone, long, long gone. I have fallen for another, she can make her own way home. I need the full band. Rock that one out. Thank you so much, folks. It's nearly time for us to pack up this evening, and it wasn't long flying by for me. I hope it wasn't for you as well. And next song is also for Nori Frank, and thank you for asking, Nori. And this one is very apt for this week, because, as I said, today is the 13th anniversary of Tommy Makeham's passing, and the next song he got from his mom, Sarah Makeham, and it's called Red as a Rose, a beautiful singing song with a great chorus, and I hope you'll all join me in singing along. And thanks for watching, folks. We're doing one more song after this, and thanks for watching. Appreciate your support, and it just gives me a medium to, you know, sing and perform weekly and keep my voice in order and so forth. And a beautiful song, love song, called Red as a Rose, and as I said, collected by Sarah Makeham and brought to prominence by Makeham and Clancy. And we remember Tommy Makeham in particular today, and next week is going to be the second show of the Clancy Brothers Tommy Makeham special, and I'll be giving you details during the week. Just keep an eye on the posts. And just found out the reason I can't invite more than 50 people is that you have to have at least an interest of 50 people in the event, so they curtail you to 50 rather than 500. So you know, if you see the event on during the week for next week, just respond interested, even if you're not even interested. I'm about to say I might get my 500 invites back again, and you know, that doesn't compel you to watch it on the night or after, for that matter. And for those of you who can't look in live, it's always available on my profile at Kelleher, on my Facebook profile, you know, indefinitely to my knowledge. You can go back and watch it anytime. Anyway, it's called Red as the Rose. Come over the hills, my bonny Irish lass. Come over the hills to your darling. You choose a road, love, and I make the vow that I'll be your true love forever. And red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. were shining, the moon shone its rays on her locks of golden hair. She swore she'd be my love forever, and red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. There is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyd, but my love is fairer than is not for departing with my sister Kate, 'tis not for the grief of my mother, 'tis all for the loss of my bonny Irish lass, that my heart is breaking forever, and red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyd, but my love is fairer than any. One more time. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley, clear is the water that flows from the Boyd, but my love is fairer than any, but my love is fairer than Thank you so much, folks, and I hope you enjoyed this evening's show. I'm going to do one more Cork song called The Boys of Fairhill. Dedicate this to my brother Tim back in Macroom, and hope you're keeping well, Tim, and hope to see you sooner rather than later, as I say. And also a big hello to my other siblings, to Joan and to Anne and Dennis and all their partners and families and extended families. And before I leave this evening, folks, we lost a great friend, Gerardine, on Thursday. Too young to go, but a great fighter for sure, and she loved Irish music and loved music in general, supported live concerts and played the fiddle, and so our condolences to her family, and we will miss you big time, and we dedicate this evening's show to your memory, Gerardine. And this one's called The Boys of Fairhill. We'll leave you with this, folks, and we'll put you on the Clancy Brothers and Tommy Makem list next week if you'd like to dedicate a song to yourselves or to anyone, any friends of yours, and so forth. And until then, keep safe, folks. Have a good bank holiday weekend in Ireland, as we call it, and enjoy yourselves. Stay safe. Have fun. Come on, boys, and you see, lads and lassies full of glee, famous for all they would make your heart thrill. The boys, they will not harm you, the girls, they won't harm you. Here's up them all, says the boys of Fairhill. Well, smell from Patrick's breeches wicket, how this father match you stick it. Here's up them all, says the boys of Fairhill. Shandon steeple stands up straight, the river Lee flows underneath. Here's up the mall, says the boys of Fairhill. The Blackpool girls are very rude, they go swimming in the nude. Here's up the mall, says the boys of Fairhill. The Blackpool lads are very nice, I have tried them once or twice. Here's up the mall, says the boys of Fairhill. Christy ring, he hooked the ball, we hook Christy ball and all. Here's up the mall, says the boys of Fairhill. If you want to join our club, just come down to Murphy's pub. Here's up the mall, says the boys of Fairhill. Come on boys, and you see lads and lassies full of glee, famous for all they would make your heart thrill. The boys, they will not harm you, the girls, they won't charm you. Here's up the mall, says the boys of Fairhill. Here's up the mall, says the boys of Fairhill. And it's here's up the mall, says the boys of Fairhill. Sean to Galway, folks. See you next week, God willing. Keep safe.